What's up, folk? I go by the name Team Tommy, and this is ISO-T, the place for everything 2K related, from builds to sims and news. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned and sub to the channel so you don't miss anything. Let's get into today's video. So 2K's Eric Benish dropped a video late last week talking about some changes coming to 2K22. So let's take a look at the clip in full first, and I'll give you my impressions on what it all means afterward.
All right, the bread and butter, as we all know, of any NBA 2K experience is the gameplay. It's the basketball, it's why you buy the game. NBA 2K22 takes huge steps to making that experience better than ever, with a very sharp focus on offense and defense, and making those components more skill-based and less random animation-based. We've made NBA 2K22 both the most accessible and the most enjoyable NBA 2K experience to date. Users are going to have complete control over layups and dunks and those mechanics. In previous years, you would kind of run towards the basket, you'd press, the shoot button, and something would happen. This year, you have control over the outcome, the animation, and that's something that, while it may sound like there is complexity added to it, it's really not. It puts the control in your hands. You feel good when you make it. You understand when you miss. And we think our fans are gonna love it, and we know they are, because probably the mode that most of you play, that most everyone plays, is our My Career mode. It is our narrative-driven experience that allows you to, effectively go from rags to riches, to go from high school to the NBA. In NBA 2K22, it is back, and it is bigger than ever in many different ways. On the next-gen consoles, My Career is completely integrated with the city. And what does that mean? I would say in previous years, My Career was kind of akin to a movie. You would start it, you would get a 5-minute sequence, and you would just go play games, and you'd eventually get more sequences. This year, like I said, it's completely integrated. You are going to have an intro, and right away your player is running around the city. He's talking to agents, he's talking to his best friend, coaches. It's very RPG-like. You are experiencing this rise to fame in the city that you live in. It's a really cool feeling, and it's a really big evolution for sports video games. Our current gen consoles, because again, we're really making 2 games this year. We're making a brand new next gen experience for our next gen consoles and those users. And we're doing the same thing for current gen. Current gen also has a fully rich narrative that people will enjoy in a more traditional theme. You're on the boat, which we talked about earlier, and you're getting the full My Career experience in a way that you've been experiencing for many years. So no matter which version of the game you purchase, you're getting a brand new experience.
So to kick things off, Eric mentions that both offense and defense will be quote-unquote more skill-based and less random animation-based, which in theory sounds like you should have more control over your players. I mean, barring the ratings, of course. Don't expect to cross people over with low ball handling, and don't think you're gonna lock people down with poor perimeter defense. Now, 2K mentions something like this every year, and whether they say it's going to be more of a skill gap or skill based, it's probably still going to come down to who can spam the broken crossover this year, but we'll see. Eric also mentions that my player will play more like an RPG, which is scary to me because I'm not the biggest fan of the city as it is, mostly because it's just not fun to navigate through. And it seems like they're gonna double down on that concept and make you traverse through the city in order to witness the entire story. Now, I will say, if they have an easier way to travel around, then it'll be fine. But if not, it's going to be more of a headache to complete the story mode more than anything else. And probably the biggest piece of news to come from this clip is 2K saying that users will have complete control on layups and dunks. Now, Eric mentions that normally what happens is you'll press a button, the animation will play out, and that's that. But from my speculation, it seems like they're going to give you more control over your layups and dunks. Now, the game does allow you to choose from a variety of layup packages like the Kyrie, the Steph, Jamal Crawford, so on and so forth. But even with that, you're not guaranteed to get those layups every time you press the button, and a lot of the times the game will give you animation that you don't even have equipped at all. What I think they can do that'll be dope is give you even more specific layups for different situations. Much like they have multiple dunk slots you can equip, what if they give you specific left hand or right hand layups that happen every time you press the stick in that respective direction? And they could also give you like a contested layup slot as well. That way you can better predict the animation that's about to happen and therefore time it out a little bit better, making it more quote-unquote skill-based. Now, if they're able to pull that off, I think that would honestly be game-changing. But hey, For now, it's all speculation. We should be getting more information on this coming soon, being as though the game is released in less than a month. But this is all we have to go off of for the moment. But let me know what you think about this complete control thing that's going to be happening in 2K22 in the comments down below. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.